What's up everyone, I'm Mr. Doodles here with another video. Today I want to talk to you about why you should Skav Reserve. Reserve recently got a loot buff and is now pretty consistent loot wise. But first, if this is your first time on the channel, please give a like and subscribe. I try to post weekly videos ranging from map guides to strategy, tactics, and tips, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And I also stream on Twitch, most nights starting at 6 p.m. Central European Standard Time, and a link to my stream is in the description below. Thanks. You are missing out if you aren't scavenging between PMC raids. It's pretty much free loot, and your beginning loadout will improve as your scav karma goes up. Skavving Reserve has some huge home run potential in terms of loot, and you can run through it in about 10 minutes. Let's go over a map of Reserve and then jump into a run through of all the spots. Okay, so here's the map of Reserve. Now for extracts you can take, I recommend the checkpoint fence or hole in the wall by the mountains. Now this is the route shown by the red line that I usually take, and the drop down room and Black Bishop is the most important room. Now 75% of the time it's hit, but on the 25% time it's not. There's at least a Tetris, if not a GPU in the room. What I normally do is move on to a White Bishop and try to scoop up any medical supplies in there or medical loot. Usually there's a Propofol or a morphine or something in there. Then I move on to Black Knight and White Knight for gun part spawns, as well as jackets and toolboxes. And then you can wrap around and head to the checkpoint fence. Now for the extract, it just whichever one you're closest to, either checkpoint fence or hole in the wall. Okay guys, so here we are in Reserve. The easiest way to remember where Black Bishop is the nose of the helicopter will be pointing towards Black Bishop, and the drop down room is right here. The easiest way to get to it is through the 3rd floor, so we'll run up there. And if you want to make a pit stop first, there's always some goodies over here and a box right there, a couple things like that. All you got to do is jump through the window, jump down, try not to go too fast or you'll hurt yourself like I just did. You come in here, and there'll be all sorts of goodies. There'll be loot on here, tech spawns, there, here, all over. Now this is the offline mode, so the loot is kind of funky sometimes, but I found, like I said, Tetrises, GPUs, all sorts of good stuff. There's also a spot for ammo right here. And then to get out, you either can jump through back out here, go off the roof and down, but I actually like to come back over here because that way over there will give you leg damage. This side, you just have to jump up onto the sandbag. Sometimes it's harder than it takes. Just like that, you can drop down. And then I will fast forward to the next building, which will be White Bishop. Okay, here we are at White Bishop. So all in these rooms, medical loot can spawn. There's usually some good stuff. I like to come up to here. Sometimes later in the raid, the 2 medical locked rooms are open, which is this one, and then there's one down there. But all in here is some good stuff. In all the rooms, there'll usually be a couple AFAX, IFAX, Propofol, stuff like that. You can also come into this room. There's usually a good scope spawn right there on the table, and also a gun case, gun box. But all you gotta do is just come down, drop in here. You can loot up. And the way to get out is just climb up here, jump on here, get a crouch, come back in. Make our way to Black Knight. Okay, so here we are at Black Knight. Now, the best way to get in is through here. This is also the best way to get out because then you can go into White Queen as a kind of another spot to loot up. There's some jackets, toolbox, more jackets right here. Some loose loot, usually mechanical stuff, like there's some paper, stuff like that. That room is blocked. We have 2 more jackets, and that's just the first floor. And you can come up here, run through. It's the same thing. These doors are locked. Most of them are locked, or they just don't open. But yeah, a couple more jackets, cabinet case, all sorts of good stuff. And then there's some loose loot in here, usually, occasionally. But yeah, plenty of jackets, all that fun stuff. And then the good part is that there's a bunch of gun parts and stuff out here too. And this is a little more exposed. You can get sniped at from up top in the tower right there. So normally I don't come up here if the time of the raid is in the 30-minute mark, because usually people are still up there. But we'll make our way to Black Knight. Alright, so this is Black Knight. When you come here, you want to beeline it here because, like I said, this is exposed. People like to sit up in the tower right there and snipe people, scavs, players, whoever they can get in their crosshairs pretty much. But inside, yeah, there's toolbox. I normally just come straight to the rooftop through here. And then this room usually has some food items. Usually there'll be a food item right there. There's cabinets. There's a computer tower. I found vases and gold spawns right there. There's a gym bag right there. I haven't seen it this wipe, but an ASA filter or whatever it's called can spawn right there, or computer part. I don't think it's a filter. But yeah, the ASA can spawn right there. Got loose gun parts right there, and on here, a gun box, toolbox, all that good stuff. You come out here, and there will be more gun parts everywhere. Right there, right here, right there. Go over to this box, all right there. Here as well. And then you can run up here, and there will be stuff right there as well. And then also, you can drop through this hole right here. And in this room, there's some file cabinets, some loose loot that spawns right there. A box right there. And again, I haven't seen it this wipe, but there can be gold spawns here and in the shelves. Another box right there, as well as some more gun part loot right there. So when you drop through here, the best way, the only way to get out is through here. You can also get up into this section by just standing on this acetylene tank or oxygen tank, whatever it is, jumping on the car and then jumping up here. Alright, now I will take you to the first exit. Okay, so real quick, you can come through the garage too if you'd like to try to get more loot. There is a bunch of stuff in there. I usually just am already filled up, so I just make it straight to the extract. For my scav at least, I always have checkpoint fence and hole in the wall by the mountains, so it just depends on where I spawned and where I started this route. You just run through here, try to make sure that you are, keep an eye on here, because extract campers will hide up in there or in here, and you can still be sniped at a little bit as you run over here. But you can come over here, I guess I just did a task, one of the reserve tasks I haven't done yet. But in this corner is the checkpoint fence. Alright, now I will fast forward to Hole in the Wall by the mountains. Alright, so we're over by Hole in the Wall. Hole in the Wall is over by Black Bishop, that is that building right there. You can see the little tin roof we jumped down on from the drop down room. Just run all the way over here. And it's in this little area right here. The biggest thing you got to worry about is people in the Black Pawn. Sometimes they like to sit on the roof and snipe at you as you run over here. But yeah, so that is the walkthrough portion of the video. So that's my guide to Skavving Reserve. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below about what you disliked. And I also stream on Twitch most days starting at 6 p.m. Central European Time. And the link to that stream is in the description below. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the raids.